And we are live, just like that. I didn't even put on my glasses. OPO, it's your girl, D-Light. It's my man's OPO. And we are live right now, 50/50 Music Podcast. And what's coming up? Growing your music fan base. We got your strategy tips, and it's all coming up right here. And also, you want to know where we've been and what's going on?
Man.
Stick around. Like, share, subscribe, and get ready for this episode, Growing Your Music Fan Base Strategy Tips and more on the 50/50 Music Podcast. Come on.
Yes.
Put my glasses on so we shall see. You hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, well, it is so good to be back with all of you all. Happy Sunday morning. This is January 16th, 2022. And I'm D-Light and OPO. People want to know where you been, OPO. They were like, what happened to the 50/50?
Hey, man, had that vid, man. I had that cold.
That cocoa? We're going to call it the cocoa.
Man, that joint.
We're going to call it the cocoa on the show. So YouTube, Facebook, we don't piss nobody off. We're going to try to talk in code because, you know, this is the year of the censorship. Started back in 2021. They don't want people talking about this. The pandemic, or what we gonna call it, the plague, and we're gonna call the vaccine, we're gonna call it the injection or the serum. Okay, so we're gonna talk in code. So Coco, so you were still experiencing some little bit of, some cough and stuff like that. We didn't do last week's episode because we was like, well, we gotta be coughing, and you know what I'm saying, you can get well, OPO.
Yeah,
so tell everybody.
I'm still
tell everybody what the hell happened.
I'm getting over the remnants of it. I don't have it anymore, but it leaves. I really wanted. Well, let me back up a little bit. I wanted to really
take it from the top.
I really wanted to talk about this whole COVID thing and how it affects people and how it affected me and what I learned from it. And,
okay, so look, let me just set this up. We're going into growing your music. We got this coming up, growing your music fan base strategy tips. But the Coco update is the music report this week. Okay, this is the music biz report because one of our general caught the Coco. So
this is really, this has really hindered me, and because I make my own money. I really, I'm my basic income of what I do, and this is really. I ain't gonna say set me back, but it really did a little number on, what I can do as far as, delegate anything that I need to do as far as to my staff or whatever like that. You know what I mean? I just had like I had my symptoms was, I might be going a whole, all over the place right now because I got so many thoughts and so many stuff that I want to say about this. But I had, a temperature, you know what I mean? I really didn't have the muscle aches and the shortness of breath and stuff like that, but I was a little tired, you know what I'm saying? But it also a little disoriented, you know what I mean? And after, the whole COVID situation, which, I quarantined myself, me and my wife, we quarantined ourselves for like 10 days, 10 to 14 days. I believe I recorded like a little bit after Christmas, you know what I mean? And we're just getting over. I think our last days was like last Thursday or something like that. Not the Thursday just passed, but it was 11. It was 11. So what it did was it left me kind of like with a fog brain. You know what I mean? And I really couldn't concentrate like I usually would. My level of concentration is not the normal concentration. You know what I mean? I found myself couldn't really put a thought together all the way. I'm kind of like back there now. But what I had to do was to get over that, I had to go back to what I do. And that was produce music and be creative. because that's the way that I stimulate my brain by being creative. You know what I mean? So, I did that for a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? So that helped a lot. You know what I mean? Also with this thing the thing is that when your lungs doesn't get the air that it's supposed to get, it kind of shuts down all the other functions in the body. You know what I mean? And the first thing that probably go is the brain. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting enough oxygen to the brain, it could be really brain damaging. You know what I mean? So I don't think that my body was getting enough oxygen to the brain, or it was kind of hiding, saying it was getting it, but it wasn't, because I didn't feel any difference as far as in my lung capacity or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I did look up the symptoms of the fog brain and everything. And it's like, and they were saying that it's the same as having chemo brain. Right after you have chemo, you're still trying to get everything back. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as having, chemo brain. You know what I mean? And I was telling, me and my wife was talking. I said, man, this had to be, developed. This had to be specifically developed for a certain, because the thing is, even if you
take people out,
even if it don't take you out, you're being left with, you can't form certain, you can't form a goddamn on a thing. You can't function, your whole mechanical skills and everything with the brain, you can't function. You know what I mean?
That's what I just wanted to interject real quick, because people, if you guys don't know, my dad passed. He got the cocoa, went to the hospital, but I still to this day don't say that the cocoa killed my dad. The treatment, remdesivir, and this is just my personal experience, and this is for educational purposes only. From my personal experience, that particular drug and whatever treatment they gave him in the hospital took him out, that caused him to have a stroke. They try to say, oh, well, the COVID gives you, or the cocoa gives people, it thickens your blood, and that's what, the oxygen, oxygenization doesn't really get to your brain the way it normally functions. So but one of the things that the last conversation I had with my dad, he was like, baby, I can't talk. Like he couldn't. And what he was trying to tell me is he couldn't really formulate sentences and kind of communicate what was going on. So what you're saying is spot on. My dad was saying this before he totally lost oxygen to the brain.
Yeah.
And then it went downhill. And from there, he had a stroke, and they put him on a respirator, and it's over.
And the thing was, that was going on with my wife as far as, her COVID situation. What I was saying with mine, as far as formulate sentence, meaning that mentally, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I couldn't really get my opinions or get my sentences out at a timely manner. I had to really think about what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? And it would, and it kind of leave you, I ain't gonna say unmotivated, but it's hard for you to get back into the mode of everyday living. You know,
you're not functioning at your fullest capacity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I'm still trying to get back there. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't let nobody know exactly how I was feeling afterwards. But
I thank you for wanting to share that on this platform. And this is our platform. And I know this is a music tips and music podcast, but this is real life and what's going on right now with people and how this is affecting. And it just seems like there was an outpour last couple weeks in December around the holiday time, leading into the 2022, where it seemed like every household had been affected by this. So I'm not sure if they, putting them trails in the air and what's going on, but why it was such a enormous outbreak. I don't know if it's the vaccinated who because so many people got vaccinations, you know what I'm saying, that it's spreading, or is it the unvaccinated, because they'll try to paint the picture of it's our fault.
The thing is that I find it because this is the thing, and a lot of people don't know that I'm unvaccinated, you know what I mean? And the thing was that it hit my daughter, which she is fully vaccinated, and my mother-in-law, she's fully vaccinated, and my mother-in-law got all symptoms. She got all symptoms. She got all the symptoms and vaccinated. My daughter, she had all the symptoms and vaccinated. So it doesn't really. So that's telling me, man, it really doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. Everybody can catch it. Anybody can catch, spread, and get affected by this, whether you vaccinated or not vaccinated.
Yeah. Now the thing is that now I don't know exactly and I'm gonna tell you, it kind of pisses me off. It kind of pisses me off that you're pushing this, and I don't really want to get into the whole vaccination thing, but it kind of pisses you off that you get vaccinated and you still get it, and you still get all symptoms, and you still for the time that they say that you have COVID, it's still the same time. It doesn't shorten your.
They say it's shorten your days. It says they say medical professionals and Dr. Frankenstein, okay, that's my code for Fauci, but Dr. Frankenstein will want you to believe that it reduces the hospitalizations and symptoms.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another thing. My 13-year-old daughter, because she was around us, and she had some symptoms. All she had was a headache for like 2 to 3 days, in the temperature, and it went away in 3 days, and she's not vaccinated.
So which daughter is?
My 18-year-old daughter. Okay. That's the one that brought it to all of us. And she had.
So you believe that she's the one who? Okay, so your vaccinated daughter.
Yeah, my vaccinated daughter is the one that brought it home from one of her school
and
friends.
She's vaccinated. She had copied cocoa and brought it home, and now all the unvaccinated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my 13-year-old.
Now, how interesting is that, people?
She had it the least. My 13-year-old daughter had it the least.
I mean, she's a child, and they say that children have, as much as they want to paint this picture because they're trying to get us to vaccinate our children, as much as they're trying to paint this picture that these children need this, they have a 99.9997% survival rate. So there's no way I'm putting a EU emergency use authorization piece of mRNA technology into my child.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. Y'all can be in this stupor, because there's a lot of people. The Bible talks about a stupor. Now, it's not a religious show, but I'm just here to let y'all know, if you guys are not into the Bible talks about a stupor. Now they calling it some type of mass psychosis. I guess Dr. Robert Malone talked about a mass psychosis. When you turn on the news every day and all they talk about is death and people dying and people getting the cocoa and people, in the unvaccinated, that's all you hear about on the news. We don't talk about our immune system.
Yeah.
They don't talk about the different techniques that you can do to build your immune system so this doesn't affect you. Because I want to tell my own story, but I want to make sure that we right now, you guys, the cocoa and what's going on right now is the music business report this week. We want Opio and his family were hit pretty hard with this over this time, and we were just kind of he was telling everybody his experience. So please continue.
Yeah. One thing I know that everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but one of the symptoms after having COVID is this brain fog. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, and people not feeling like themselves. And one of the things that my wife, she was having brain fog and everything, and she was waking up, kind of like I don't know if anybody is lactose intolerant, but once you're lactose intolerant and you drink milk, do something to your head when it feel like a squeeze is on your head. You know what I mean? It's like your sinuses and everything is a squeeze on your head when you drink milk.
Right, pressure.
You know what I mean?
Sinus
pressure. What I gave her, and I told her to take, we had some focus factors, extreme, extreme focus factors, extreme. Let me show. And I had some left over because I was giving this to, my daughter as far as her focus and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, focus factor.
Yeah, and it's extreme,
extra
strength. This one is for kids, but they got some.
So it has some herbs and things in there to help you.
It has everything with vitamins and everything. I don't know if you all can see, but it's
good to know. We got to put that in our description box because I also put my Amazon supplement and teas and list in the Amazon in our description box. So we're gonna have to add the focus factor in there. So what did that do?
So when she was having a brain, this was yesterday, right? This was yesterday. She was having a brain fog. I say in about a good hour, it kind of lifted. That whole brain fog kind of lifted. It lifted. You know what I mean? So, so what we're gonna do is have her to take 2 a day because that's what it subscribes. You know what I'm saying? It's something to help, the brain to focus. You know what I mean? And it has a lot of vitamin A, vitamin D, you know what I mean? Certain other certain vitamins in it. You know what I mean? And we just tried it. You know what I mean? And I'm saying if something's going on with the brain, your brain has to be stimulated. You got to stimulate your brain. You got to walk around. You got to exercise. You know what I mean? If you play video games, as far as fast-paced video games, anything to stimulate the brain, you will get over that brain fog. You have to get it back into. And the thing is that where it comes from inflammation in the brain because the brain is not getting enough oxygen.
Right.
That's what it is.
Your lungs are getting inflammation. Everything there's a lot of cocoa causes it causes inflammation in your body.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So so what you have to do, you have to stimulate your brain and everything in order to get all your functionality back as far as your cognitive your cognitive thinking and everything back. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody that had COVID and they ain't feeling and they're not feeling themselves afterwards. You know what I mean? And get some focus factors, man, and get some vitamin D. You know what I mean? And D, I know you're gonna put everything in the description. As far as what you have over there and what we do over here, man. And that's just for the people that have COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All praises to the Most High. Y'all made it, and there wasn't no hospitalization needed. You guys made it through. You guys are feeling better. It's still, you guys got some lingering effects going on, but for the most part, all praises to the Most High because some people don't have the same outcome. And I just wanted to say this, so everybody listening. Like or share, we appreciate it. We getting ready to let me see. We getting ready to definitely go into the we've been on for 18 minutes now talking about the cocoa. And this is usually when we talk about the music business report. And we usually do that for about 20 or 30 minutes. But I wanted to take the time to just let you guys know that it also hit my household where my sister is she tested she got an Amazon test, said she wasn't feeling her best. So she took a test. She woke me up Monday night and she was like, bitch, excuse me, y'all. That's how she talked to me. She was like, bitch, I tested positive right now for the cocoa. And I was like, you lying. So bottom line is, you have to be prepared. So I've been listening to Dr. Lee Merritt. I listened to Dr. Zelenko. I've been tuned in to Stu Peters, Alex Jones, Dale Bigtree, alternative news, Joe Rogan. And so I've been prepared. Okay. And so what I'm trying to tell people, one episode that I watched was Kate Daly interviewed Dr. Lee Merritt. And the episode title was How to Stay Out the Hospital. Okay. And Dr. Lee Merritt gave tips. Oh, and I forgot to send you the N-acetylcysteine, the NAC. It's just called NAC, y'all. NAC, NAC. NAC. And this is health. This is we're not giving out no health tips to cure COVID. Okay. No. This is, I don't want YouTube to take us down. This is just for educational purposes and fair use. We're giving people, we're trying to help people live and stay out the hospital. Okay. Since y'all hospitals are so overwhelmed, but the mainstream news won't bring any of these doctors on here to tell you how to stay out the hospital or how to get in front of this situation. So I'm just telling y'all, in our description box, Amazon link, it has a whole bunch of teas and supplements. And this is how we are keeping my sister out the hospital and how I've been around her. She tried to walk around here with a mask. I'm like, bitch, take your mask off. We're not doing that around this house. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of this. And I'm going to tell you why. You have to, in these times that we're living in, when we are in biological warfare, you have to be prepared, y'all. And being prepared is having the things that you need just in case. And they say everybody's going to get this. This going to affect everybody's household. Okay. So be prepared. Okay. So I have a list. I really recommend oil of oregano. Oil of oregano. I get it. Some people drop it under their tongue with a chaser oil.
Yeah. Maria, she had already had it on the list. When you sent it, it was already on the Amazon list.
It's on the Amazon list. Get the brand that I sent you, y'all. Get the brand that I have on my Amazon list because they even send you a certificate of authenticity of how it's grown, how it's formulated in the lab, and it's so powerful. Like the other day, I was like, let me put the supplement in my mouth and then get the water. It already started burning my tongue through the capsule because it's that potent and it's beautiful. It's golden. It's well grown, and I stayed from getting sick because of oil of oregano. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and it's antiviral, antifungal, and antibacterial. Also, N-acetyl cysteine, NAC. The government said that they ripped it off of Amazon. People cannot sell NAC products on Amazon. Anything the government don't want you to have, guess what? I want it. So I basically found it at the vitamin shop. They haven't stopped it from being sold at the vitamin shop. And it is just Google NAC health benefits. Okay. NAC health benefits. That is amazing. Dr. Lee Merritt talked about that. Dr. Zelenko, his protocol, ECGC, which is green tea extract. Let me see. ECGC, zinc, vitamin D3. I take 10,000 IUs, get the most highest potency, vitamin C, of course, and zinc. That is Dr. Zelenko and quercetin. Quercetin, ECGC, zinc, C, and vitamin D3. Okay. Those things are going to keep you out of the hospital, in my opinion. So I use those things. I take those things. I might not take quercetin every day, but I definitely take my D3. I take vitamin C, and I take echinacea, elderberry, and then I drink a whole bunch of teas. Jasmine tea. I saw this episode one time. This guy was like, he was 110 years old. They asked him, what's your key to success and longevity in life? That Asian man said, I drink a cup of jasmine tea every day. Drink some jasmine tea. Okay. I got all of this stuff. So I put it in our Amazon. I put my Amazon link out there for the public so you guys can have access to that link and get some of those things. And all you have to do is always Google whatever it is, health benefits. And then I even look at the images because usually they have illustrations. Parsley, eating raw parsley builds your immune system. So I've been taking a handful of parsley, as nasty as it tastes. I wash my organic parsley off and I just eat it, handfuls of it. Okay. It has so many health benefits. So we have to be cautious of what we put in our body, and we definitely have to build our immune system. So the key to this, I've been around somebody with COVID and I don't have not their symptom, is because I've been focusing on building my immune system this entire year. And then I've been doing this before that. So before this whole thing, this pandemic, or what we would call it, before this whole plague broke out, I was always taking oil of oregano, the brand is in my Amazon link, cinnamon, turmeric, and ginger. Okay, that was my daily regimen. And then I also have something that Dr. Sebi, they sell it on Amazon, and it's got burdock root, bladderwrack, and Irish sea moss in one capsule. And that has over 112 nutrients just in that one capsule. Over 100 nutrients that our bodies need in one capsule. So that's my daily regimen before the pandemic. So it's gonna continue to pass over. All praise to the Most High did not, take you and your wife out of there. Nobody ended up hospitalized, and I really am grateful for that. So it's glad to have you back.
Man. Yeah, the thing is that I'm more of a mental person than anything, and I was kind of just wondering, like, why am I not? I'm not myself. You know what I mean? And the thing is that a lot of people will think that, talking to me, now or a couple of days ago, I seemed normal. No, I was not normal. You know what I mean?
Now,
and I'm not bragging or anything on myself, but my capacity of thought process is not like the regular person's thought process.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And I could not function at my highest
capacity.
You know what I mean?
And that was disappointing. Yeah, you know that was a struggle.
Yeah, man. And it was real frustrating.
Very frustrating. So,
you know what I
mean? We wanted to tell everybody in this episode in the Music Biz Report this week, which we're about to go into our growing your fan base, your music fan base strategy tips. But we just really wanted to give clarity, and we wanted to tell people, so you can learn something from this episode of his experience and his family's experience, and just maybe take something from that. And hopefully you can take something from what I've said as well, about, my father's experience. Losing a family member to the Coco situation.
I lost an uncle. I lost an uncle to Coco also. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, and I'm a firm believer that if they're not giving these people ivermectin that could eat the parasite up, because this is a parasite. And they're giving people the wrong treatment. So my dad was given the wrong treatment, and I feel like my dad succumbed to the treatment of what this is, and not from what it is. Okay, what they're trying to tell us this is. If you look at the American Medical Association book of dictionary back in the 1960s, COVID said the common cold. Now they put the stank on this. Whenever they did with that lab in Wuhan, China, my personal opinion, they did something to spike it and make it dead.
I don't want to go into.
Okay, but I'm just here to hey, it's all over the internet right now, because they have put Dr. Frankenstein they put him on the stand this week. He went on the stand. Project Veritas put something out about it. What happened in that lab and how it leaked, and the paperwork that they've put forth coming from our own government. It's something to all of this. And we're going to say that without getting too technical and into it, because we ain't trying to be banned from YouTube and everybody else. This is all educational purposes only, and this is our opinion. Okay. And this is not, take your advice from your medical doctor is what we would have to say, I guess, to be politically correct. We are not medical doctors giving you medical information. We are music people, okay, living in this real matrix that's going on right now, and telling people that there seems to be a biological war going on, and you better get your immune system and everything together, because it's hitting everybody. And I'm sure people watching this has hit them. They've, survived it, having side effects from it, or have taken the injection and maybe have vaccination remorse, or really think that this is helping them or whatever, and still catching the cocoa and all of that kind of stuff. Hey, God bless everybody, and may you have protection and be covered. And that's all I can say. Okay. Now, what we do best is we talk about music. So it is time to now go from talking about the Coco situation. Okay. And this is so we're gonna take it, because we can edit all that out, Opio, and then just edit this particular part of our podcast and put this one on our podcast channels, and re-upload the video, just this section. Okay. And so we're gonna take it from the top. So everybody, this is your girl Delight, and that is Opio 50/50 Music Group's co-founder.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Delight. I'm a senior label manager with the 50/50 Music Group record label. We can offer artists major distribution through our partnership with Universal Music Group and In Grooves. Do we even have to say In Grooves anymore, or just?
Not really. I mean, the thing is, I always put UMG dash in grooves because that's how they put it in the contracts or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I mean, I tell a lot of people that in groove really doesn't pay us anymore. It's UMG that they took over everything and took over all finances and all publishing. They took over.
But y'all look. So I've been a publicist for many years, a DJ radio personality, and I had the pleasure of being connected to Opio because at the time he had a Black-owned music and movie streaming service that he was getting ready to launch, and they were seeking somebody with my type of design skills, PR, music, blah, 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 marketing expertise. And so he had told me about his relationship with In Grooves, which is now UMG, and I was fascinated by it. And I was like, man. And then over the years, I used to have artists coming to me wanting to get marketing and public relations help. And my whole thing is, there's nothing I can really do for you if you don't have major distribution. Okay. And a team that can really help take your career to the next level. So before we go into growing your music fan base strategy tips for 2022, I would like to take this opportunity, just in case this is your first time watching and hearing about 50/50 Music Group. I would like to take this opportunity for Opio, our co-founder, to tell you all a little bit about 50/50 Music Group, because if you have a website, if you have your stuff together as an artist, and maybe if you don't, maybe if you're starting from the ground level and you need a website, you need a press kit, you need assistance, you need consultation, we're open to working with people no matter where you are. If you're an established artist or you are an artist that is looking to take your career to the next level in 2022, I want Opio to go ahead and tell you a little bit about 50/50 Music Group. All right, like and share, everybody.
Yeah. Well, with 50/50 Music Group, we formed in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And we had a deal with Universal Republic at first, and then what we did was we signed some artists and everything like that, and it went all right. It went okay. But what we did was we sold off the rest of the deal to another label, and we kind of got out of the music game. But then we had a chance to go back and get another deal the second time around. So we went back up to Universal Republic and, and everything. So they was like, once you try out our new digital distribution platform, over at In Groups. So Universal sent us over to In Grooves because Universal at that time already owned 30% of In Grooves and the whole distribution arm. And that was in 2011. You know what I mean? And then, so we've been with them, since 2011. We've been growing with them, staying with them the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? And now we kind of like grandfathered in, once and I think UMG bought them out 2019 outright for $100 million. So once that happened, then I got emails from UMG saying everything had to be switched over, and all financials and publishing and all that other stuff had to be switched over to UMG and everything. So so now it's two places that I have to log into. I have to log into as far as the distribution stuff, which In Grooves still has their own distribution platform, the whole 9 yards. But all of the publishing and everything, I have to log into UMG Publishing. So in order to get my statements and everything like that. So what they're doing is they're integrating all new technology from UMG and In Grooves into one. That's slowly happening. But also, with UMG In Grooves, I believe that I'm thinking that they still going to just hold the name In-Grooves because they have certain amount of um, locations across the world. You know what I mean? So, I think they just is going to bring in far as the publishing and the sync licensing and the distribution, all that financial and all that other stuff, is going to be, UMG, but it's still it's crazy. You know what I mean? With In-Grooves and UMG, it's still UMG, but they still hold the In-Grooves name. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just because it's so big, because In-Grooves was so big.
I mean, I remember working for R&R Records. I was working with a radio consultant. He had a record label, and I remember trying to get a deal with In-Grooves. It was so hard to get in if you weren't an established kind of artist. I was like, man, this is major distribution where you can get cell phone carriers. You can get all the same look of a major record label artist, but you're still independent. So I couldn't figure out how to get us in, even though we had an artist at the time.
It's a big criteria. It's a big criteria to get in.
We had a group called Recognition, and we had their song was on the radio, obviously, because I'm working for a radio consultant. So we had their song in Jackson, Mississippi. We had their song playing in certain parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, like all throughout the Southeast. And I still couldn't kind of get somebody to open up the door. So it's great to I was like, man, this is big. Let me see. Hey, blessed day. Can you put in the comment section what recommended we can order from Amazon from Dr. Sebi? Absolutely. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Hurricane Dave. This is a PD. He used to be a PD at Radio 1 in Atlanta. So that is huge. I am so honored that he's watching us right now. So shout out to Hurricane Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Super smart
Thanks
guy.
for watching, man.
Man, super smart guy. And I will definitely do that, Hurricane. So right after this, I will ensure that I DM you directly some of the things that you need to get, from that list, because I know that list is pretty long. And then Ann, of course, our favorite Ann is in the building. How you doing, Ann? So great, thank you. So everybody that's on rocking with us, definitely appreciate that. So anyways, I know In-Grooves is a big deal. So when you told me, hey, I'm a distributor with In-Grooves, I was like, man, I've got to get my foot in the door. And so it just got to a point where in 2020, I was like, this is what I need from my clients. And then you gave me the opportunity to come on board and be a part of 50/50 Music Group. Now we're doing this podcast to reach more people, to spread the word, and then to help people out, because it's not just about us and you guys signing with us. This is about giving people music tips to help them be successful, because your success is our success. And if we help you, maybe you'll remember us, and we'll be blessed. So that's it. We just giving you music tips. We don't want nothing from you. You know what I'm saying?
This is another thing as far as with In-Grooves. In order for to get distribution, because they have certain tiers that that you have to. There's certain criterias of tiers that you have to meet. You know what I mean? So if you do, say if you want distribution, there's a certain criteria you have to meet as far as for distribution. If you need, excuse me, if you need publishing administration, there's a certain criteria you have to meet for publishing administration. For marketing, there's a certain criteria you have to meet. That is like number 3, like tier 3. That's something that you have to meet. You know what I'm saying? Order to get a label manager there, you also have to meet a certain criteria. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing is that we have all of those. You know what I mean? So like I said, we kind of like grandfathered in, and we have all of those at our disposal. Thank you. You know what I mean?
That's amazing. I love being here, and I just wanted people to know at 50/50 Music Group, you as an independent artist, you stay independent. Okay, but say for instance, you are being successful. Your streaming sales are you can make you're making over $30,000 a year with your streaming already. If you come bring to the table something to the table, of course UMG is looking at you like, you know what, they already have a built-in fan base. and we want to offer you. They do have some type of advancement to help people with their marketing, and because we don't take care we do have built-in marketing services. Like we have a DJ servicing pool. We do that. Of course, you get all the cell phone carriers distribution, which
over 600 destinations. You know what I mean?
Over 600 destinations and globally. Okay, which you cannot get from the tier 2 companies, which we're not downplaying TuneCore or United Masters or anything like that. We're not downplaying what they offer as artists, but you get more. When I say that some UMG artists are like they're Drake or they're Nicki Minaj, or there's so many countless others that are under the UMG umbrella, and these are the same type of services that you get. Plus, we give you a step-by-step, like a playbook of your marketing strategy, and you get that in this package. So they tell you update your banners. They tell you write your press release. This is what you should be doing 30 days, 60 days before this release. This is what you need to be doing post your release. So you get all of these tips, plus you get a team. You not only get me, Opio, you get our team, you get the team over at UMG, and Music Sync licensing, y'all. Licensing, you get playlists, you get some level of playlist inclusion. So there's a lot that comes with this that you don't get from the other service providers. So that just sets us apart. And I wanted to communicate that to you guys before we go into the music tips. Did you want to add anything else, Opio?
Yes. Okay. What we're doing in 2022, we just added the CMS. Remember, we just added the 5050 MGX CMS, which your whole team can, you got to excuse me, but where you can add your whole team to, it's like one CMS where all of your team can do all of your operations and keep track of everything that you're doing. Also wanted to share my screen just to give them a synopsis on what we have. And the thing is that, and the thing is that we created this, and I'm thinking about probably licensing this type of technology out, where we can create your own CMS as far as for your own team. You know what I mean? Your own email server. You know what I mean? And everything like that. So let me share my screen 1 second. Let's see. Let's go to hold on 1 second, y'all. And I can go ahead and get this done real quick. But go ahead and fill in while I'm doing this.
So Opio is he's going to be grabbing that. And you guys, right after that, we're going to spend some time with you. Not too long. We won't be before you too long, but we want to definitely, our topic is, growing your music fan base, and we have some strategy tips, because that's what's most important right now. To growing your fan base, in order to to even grow your following, you need, we got some strategy tips for that particular thing, and I think you're gonna like it. I think you like them, and some things that you can do yourself. That's what this is all about. Empowering and educating you.
Because this is something that we've been working on for the longest,
right?
And because we have staff all over the United States, and and this is a good tool to have everybody to come in and do everything that they need to do. You know what I mean?
Right. And I work in sales, you guys. So I also work in real estate, and without customer retention management, without this right here, it really is, I don't understand how people can be doing business right now the old-fashioned way. So having a CRM and a management tool marketing management tool, sales management tool, like he's getting ready to show you, there's no way to operate business other than this right now. This is how you operate business to your highest capacity. So not only are we music industry experts, but we know business. Okay. And this is the music business. And you as an artist, you're not just a rapper, you're not just a singer or a guitar player or whatever. You are a business. Okay.
Yeah. So so this is our new CRM that we just launched. It could be CRM or CMS or anything like that. So we're thinking about go ahead and licensing this out, where you can have your own CMS, you know what I mean, and for your team, you know what I'm saying. All of it is customizable. We can customize it to your liking, you know what I mean. And I'm thinking about also just now if you have now I don't know if you with like TuneCore or whatever, or DistroKid or whatever, we can also put links over here. Can you see it? What I'm showing, D?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You can have.
Can you zoom in a little bit though? Like do like Control plus sign just so people can see certain things. That's the whole dashboard, guys. But he can probably zoom in.
This is the whole dashboard. Where you can see all of your open tasks, your events for today, far as for your team and everything like that. Your invoices, you know what I'm saying, your calendars. If you go to calendar,
when you're booking shows,
yeah,
it's important for your marketing people, your manager, your team to know what's booked, what's ahead. That will help you come up with a marketing PR strategy, social media strategy, all of that. That's why that's important.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, you also, we'll set you up with your email server and everything far as for your team. You can log into your email server like this, and this is
not just a Gmail, just a Gmail. We got you operating like a business.
Yes. Yep. You could also send messages to your team throughout the whole
inside the system.
Yep, inside the system. You can also create Zoom meetings with your team or with your clients and send them straight to send a link straight to your clients. Your clients don't even have to log in or anything like that. You just add meeting, put in the times, the whole 9 yards. Also, what we have a password manager here where you can also put in all of your passwords to any type of online, I guess, promotion or whatever that you want to use. You could put in emails, add emails, your credit cards, your bank accounts, license, your software licenses. You know what I mean? It's this, we, like I said, it took us about 9 months to come up with this. You know what I mean? You can also, we also embedded Ingrooves Central inside of here where you can go in and distribute strictly to to your distributor, to your online, you know what I mean? Your online DSPs.
So you can manage your whole Ingrooves or your central account, your UMG back end account here. And so this is what he's showing you Opio handles onboarding as well. So once you come on and you're able to distribute, just like you go to TuneCore, you log in, you get a login password, you get into the back end of Central. This is how you be able to distribute your music video. That's another thing we didn't discuss, and we've talked about this so many episodes, but you also get full music video distribution. Now, not promotion. Distribution and promotion, two different things. Okay, and we can go into that later.
You can also go into your dispatch, and all your dispatch. You already know where all that can go, as far as your campaigns and everything like that. So we built this, for our team and for our clients to use. You know what I mean? And for everybody can be on the same page. Our label managers can talk to their clients through here. The clients can reach the label managers and our publishing managers and everything through here. You know what I mean? As far as for, we got our own news blog, everything, through here. So, we even have a support.
Which we're going to be really stepping that up. We're going to be stepping that up tremendously this year.
You know what I mean? So, we also have all of our support and resources tabs and the categories. You can also do your to-do lists, your certain items of accounting, your proposals, your prospects, announcements. You know what I mean? So you can also, as far as staff members, you can add staff members or send invitations. You can turn off the sign up portion where if you don't want anyone to sign up to it, you know what I'm saying, you can just send them an invite, and it's by invite only. With labels and artists, you can also do the same thing. Import clients, and the clients is your artist and your label. You know what I mean? They will also have an account where they can see everything, and you can connect back and forth with them as well.
Now, Opio, have we set it up now yet where once, say, for instance, because we're getting ready to segue into growing your fan base, and part of the growing your fan base is actually creating a contact list and giving your fans a chance to opt in, and then being able to communicate. And so have you added on a marketing tool with this yet, where, for example, I have imported fans into this customer retention management or some type of software tool, this type of software tool, where you can kind of email all of them? Like, say, for instance, you have 3,000 of them. Can I send out an email? Is there a template or anything like that? Or is that still coming?
No, it's not a template. It's like I said, remember what I was saying before I got COVID, that we have an email campaign system inside here as well. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And we already have up to 17,000 emails, which we are still growing. Remember, it was a certain part in here that we was having a problem with. Remember, it was going out. Remember, we was talking about that part, the out part. But when I was trying to trying to fix that part, that's when I got COVID. You know what I mean?
So, I don't want people to get a little, because this is like, you really kind of have to know business, but guys, this is really not intimidating at all. What he's showing you is it's already set up. All you have to do is start to work it. Just start from, because importing one contact, because we're showing you how we use it as a label. But imagine this being your software management tool where you are communicating with different venue people. You can categorize these as venue people. You can categorize them as fans. And so there's an opt-in component where, like, say, for instance, I'm an artist. I got a website. I got a link there for people to sign up for my newsletter.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And
they subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that, all of this is in our CMS, which we're thinking about just go ahead and licensing out this, where we can build your own CMS for your team, for your company. What I mean?
So instead, they can do their management, they can build out their social media calendar here. It looks like they can actually send out emails to they can have subscribers and build their fan base list. They can communicate with do different marketing campaigns, because I'm just giving you guys ideas. You could do different marketing campaigns to getting booked to venue owners. So once your manager, or when you talk to a venue person, you get that contact information, boom, you put that person's information in your CMS. You put that contact in this system, and then you can do a campaign specifically either for fans. You can do venue booking agent campaigns. You can run different campaigns depending on the type of subscribers that you have in here. That's why labeling, just not just putting an email, put the name, take the minutes to put the person's name and what they are, the different categories, so you can build out a different campaign to venue people. If you want to get booked, or if you want to build out a new, hey, I want to tell all my fans I'm on Patreon. I'm on Patreon now. So, $5 a month, you can get exclusives before I release, or I'll be going on live just to my Patreon people and giving you, when I collaborate with different artists and just behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? So there's different tools here and ways that you can communicate with people all in one, instead of getting MailChimp, instead of getting TuneCore, instead of doing all these other different places. And all it is, it seems like this is a one collaborative place where you can kind of run your entire business and their operations.
And you can also, in this email campaign management, you can also create your own templates. You know what I'm saying? This is a view of one of the templates right here. it's just you can build it
Yeah, you put a
yourself.
song, you put an
Yeah,
article, you put
yeah,
something there, and then we can, we can help you with that. I've been doing eBlast for like last 20 years. About the year 2000, when
yeah.
eBlast came out, when Constant
See?
Contact came out, I've been doing eBlast and doing list management for years, and I do that for various different clients. From
Yeah,
music to medical to events, whatever concert promoters. I work with a lot of different type of clients, and I've been doing emails forever, so we can help you set up that. But there's there's a way that you can add
yeah.
text and images and links. Okay,
You
that's
can
all people
you
need to
can
know.
you can also put in your own merch store. You know what I'm saying? As far as on your
Yep.
website, and
Man, hey, Opio, this is so amazing because everything that we're going over right now are really the tips and the strategies in growing your music fan base. It's a
yeah,
lot of this stuff that you're covering. Merch is one of them.
yeah,
So yeah, this is how you sell merch. Okay, so you can this is the whole nother component. So not
yeah,
only if someone partners with 50/50, they can kind of they can buy, get this license
hmm,
to actually get this customer retention management or software tool. They
yeah,
can pay for licensing on this and be able to run their whole business and manage their team.
yeah,
Give these some of these, you can assign task. You
yes,
can sell your merch. You
yep,
can send email to fan base, run different campaigns. I'm very impressed with what I see so far, and I definitely see it's worth it. And I know how you onboard and how you set people up, so this
yeah.
is definitely worth it.
So yeah, man, we was, like I said, we was working about a good 9 months on it. Me and another guy, another friend of mine's, and
Yeah.
and it came out really, really nice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because maybe you guys don't know that Opio is not only the co-founder of 50/50 Music Group. He's not just a producer. He's not just an artist himself and a writer. This man is definitely a tech person. He techs out. Okay, as you guys
Yeah,
can see, he built
yeah,
this
yeah,
platform, and with people running artists who are businesses,
yeah,
because you're not just an artist, you're you're a business. He put this together for artists, businesses in mind.
hmm,
Labels that
yeah,
we actually partner with other labels, so you guys can have your foot in the door at
yeah,
UMG and get major distribution, video distribution, and have all the tools that you need to be successful.
yeah.
Okay.
So so this is so that's one of the things that we're thinking about rolling out, far as building that for other labels and other businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it doesn't really have to be for music. It can be for whatever that you want it to be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because Hurricane Dave said impressive stuff. Now, if this is impressive stuff, because he be teching out too. Like
Yeah.
Hurricane Dave is just not a program director and been in the music business for years,
Appreciate you,
starting
Dave. Thanks, man. You know what
morning
I'm saying?
shows and
We real
managing
serious. We real
top
serious
radio
about what we do.
personalities and major markets. He's a tech guy too. Okay.
Mm,
So
mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty impressive stuff. So
Yeah,
wow.
we are really serious about what we do. You know what I'm saying? Here at 50/50, we are all in, balls in. You know what I'm saying? You already know
Yeah.
that. You know how I roll and how I
Yeah.
do things. I like to do all the hard stuff for people can have it easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah, because
it's
all
a
it is a contract or an agreement with us,
yeah,
which it's a negotiated split. You
yeah,
know what I mean? But for the most part, you are still independent, and and there is a duration. So
yeah,
there is a split and there is a duration, but there are a lot of different tools like this one, in addition to what UMG offers,
yeah,
that is extremely helpful. Whether you're looking to get video distribution, and then plus you need some help with somebody promoting your video.
yeah,
We have help we know people that can help you with your radio promotion, but there's a lot of different things. We've talked about digital radio tracker. We talked about building your foundation before you even try to go to radio, because a person like Hurricane Dave don't even want to see your tail if you haven't laid the foundation and the groundwork. Don't no DJ know about you. You get what I'm saying? So don't think you just finna walk right, boom, and get your radio.
I also wanted to show the video distribution part of this.
Okay, go ahead, and then we're gonna hit them with these quick tips, which we've already kind of talked about, but I'm gonna elaborate on them just a little bit more, and then we can go ahead and let people go, because we've now been in front of them for 59 minutes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So once you go to Central, as far as inside of the in-groove, this is the trends now, where it'll show everything as far as your streams, your downloads, albums, how many playlists you're on, number of streams, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you go and you click on Why Money, you know what I mean? This is one of the TikTok. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the TikTok sensation guys that made, that did this whole TikTok. Yeah. So it shows everything about the playlist, the radio, your YouTube, your TikToks, how many streams, where you got them, what part of the world did you get them from, the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? That's what this is. Your daily mixes, what playlists, how long is playlist, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 yards. But if you go to here,
I love Central. I love the analytics and the reporting, and it's very easy, just like you were on TuneCore, how you upload your artwork, how you upload your music, how you input your ASCAP and this and that, and how you upload your video, and it's really easy.
Yeah. So this is some other stuff that's getting ready to come out, I guess, and they had
that's in our queue for 2022.
That's in the queue or whatever like that. So
we're IRE, because he been calling me. Yeah, there he is.
He
on there. He got some stuff.
This is right here. Just wanted to see. He didn't see. He need to go back and fix that.
Oh, bless his heart. Let me. I think he's not ready yet. I know he's trying to do videos and everything at the same time, but wait a minute. But that's something in queue for us to approve.
No. This is something that he didn't finish. He didn't finish yet.
Okay. He's not ready yet. Yeah, we talked last week. Bless his heart. that's somebody that I signed, y'all, and he launching up and gearing up for 2022 as well. It's not easy in these pandemic times as an artist, but we talked about, because he's getting features, and I was trying to help him not get them cease and desist letters and all that kind of stuff too. So, it's a lot of coaching, but I'm here, I take his calls, and he really definitely is utilizing the system. But if you don't, if you don't have it all together, it won't get approved to go out. So we do help you, and we do have to approve it before it goes to UMG before they release it and stuff like that. But guys, this is it. If you're not doing this, then I don't know what to tell you.
So this is all of the music places for music videos, all of the destinations that it goes to.
Please read them out, because it's a little bit hard for us to see. Let me try to just
okay. Let me see if
or if you
let me see. It's let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
If you do Control Plus, it might. There it is.
You see that better?
Yes.
Okay. So where it goes to Amazon Videos. It goes to AMI Entertainment. It goes to Apple Music Videos. It goes to Tidal. It goes to Facebook.
You get monetized on Facebook. Yes, tell them, sir.
Yeah, it goes to Fizzy Videos. It goes to Loop Media, Roku Choku Video.
That's like Chinese, right?
Yeah, RX Music, UMA Video. All of your videos go to Vivo for free. You know what I mean? We don't charge for that. You can create many channels if you like. You can upload to Vivo many as you like. You know what I mean? It also goes to Excite also.
Yeah. And I know that IRE JLC, shout out to him. He was like, can I get access to my Vivo channel? No, sir. That is controlled by the label.
Yes, that is controlled by UMG, because they own that. Them and Sony and Google. So anything that we need done, we just send it up to our support team up at In-Grooves UMG.
Yeah, they'll swap out the banners.
And they will do all of that
Yeah.
They do that really quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So this is all about building your fan base and having access to everything that
Those
you need.
analytics, because you might,
Yeah.
I think, like with Tyler the Creator, when they started seeing that he had more fans in one particular region than others, then that's where he focused hard on his marketing campaigns and ad campaigns in a place where he was, seen
Yeah.
to people were gravitating towards him. So that's
Yeah.
why that global kind of dashboard
Yeah.
location map is so important, because it tells you where your fans are, where they're downloading your music, what regions, what's
Yeah.
working, especially if you're
You know what
getting
I mean?
radio
It
airplay.
shows you, and it show, and this is they just updated a whole lot, and they're coming with some more updates as far as to help you. You got 213 streams in Canada. You got 20,000 in United States. You only got 1 in Russia. You got 5 in China. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know exactly where your fan base is. You got, 259.
Does it break down the US, or does it just, because
Yeah,
I know that
yes, it does.
okay. Yeah,
So
because
it
I know
shows
that
on
that's how we
Apple
can focus on
and
listener behavior.
global. So you got 11,000 from Apple. You know what I mean?
Right. So that's where you may want to do Apple. You might want to spend some Apple advertising. You know what I'm saying? Or if most of your listens are coming from Spotify, then you might want to do some Spotify ad buy.
Exactly.
So this is important, y'all.
Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? Then you have your song is 9.3, 88% less skips than the global average. You know what I mean?
Right. Because we've talked about that before too. You need them to stay on. You need them to not. You need to listen. They need to listen to your song for more than 30 seconds.
Yes.
So it got to grab people, and they have to, to get that count. You need to keep people for at least 30 seconds or more.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you do is with your song, you don't necessarily got to have your intro long. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your intro is impactful. You know what I'm saying? That first 30 seconds is really impactful in your song. You know what I mean? Right. Now, if you're doing, terrestrial radio, then you might want to do your song a little.
I need as a former radio personality, I need at least 15 seconds. Give me 15 seconds, or because, like I said, I used to work. Shout out to DJ Big Beat. He used to have to, go in there and add on an intro or something. They used to have to finagle people's songs so we can, be able to talk over it a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at least, or have a radio version. You get what I'm saying? When you do your radio version, do your radio version, but maybe have a little more intro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why, why we really, want to deal with people. I mean, artists or labels that have the numbers, because we have the tools to help you with those numbers. You know what I'm saying? And to grow those numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to really dealing with artists that's just starting out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we now if you're an artist that's starting out and everything like that, then we have another platform where we can monitor you on how you do your distribution and everything like that. And then because we also, a lot of people don't know that we also have another distribution platform that we also own called Proto Beats Distribution that's under our studio, which we monitor artists and other labels that's starting out, you know what I mean? And once they start out and we see if they're at a certain number or they're seeing that they're growing, then we would invite them up to, 50/50 Music Group and stuff like that.
So not to discourage you guys, any level that you're on as an artist, we're going to help you grow. Okay. Yes. And if not, just take these tips and do your own thing, okay? Yeah. And do you, boo. We just here to help you and give you guys some tips, because we want people to be successful. All right, so real quick, let's go into this, and then we'll let people go for the day. The topic is growing your music fan base. We touched on a lot of this stuff right now with some of the tools that we have, but recently and on some previous shows, we discussed, Spotify Okay, we definitely discussed Spotify and the music streaming market and playlists and how, that is a marketing tool to help you get that visibility, to help people know about you, right? So we talked about, that Spotify is a discovery tool to get more people to listen to your music. And we talked about the average payout being 4.004 is like a quarter of a penny, a quarter of a cent per stream. So not a lot, but somebody like Drake, who's getting billions of streams, he's making pretty good money off of streaming. Okay. And you can too, but there's a lot of different things in the factor.
There's one more thing. There's one more thing that I wanted to share what we have, and I'm glad that you said that. There's one more thing that that I wanted to share within the CMS that we have. That's in our help section, and it's if you go to support, you go to let me see, it's about, I think it was let me see, the types of artists, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, publishing deal and simulator. So what we did was we embedded this simulator in here to show exactly what types of deals that you can have. So we embedded this in there, and I give a shout out to creator.os for creating this. And this is a simulator where you can simulate different deals. You know what I mean? So if you say if you do 20%, let's just do it's hard because I'm on my little mouse right here. So if I do 20% as far as distribution deal, you know what I'm saying? No artist advance, you know what I mean? They take care of their own costs, and let's say take care of their own. So what we do is, if you do, I'll say at a royalty rate at 5.6,
right?
About 5.6. Let's just do 5.4, okay? And let's do edit streams. I'll say probably
1 million.
Yeah, let's just do 1 million now.
Because I try to give my artists that's your goal. Let's try to get 1 million streams. You know what I'm saying, this year.
Yeah. So what it is, so that's a good, so that's probably about a good gross of $5,400. You know what I'm saying?
For the year?
That would probably 4 million streams if it takes up to a year. You know what I mean? It all depends on, you can't put it like on a year, because you don't know how many people is going to stream your stuff in 6 months or 9 months. You know what I mean? So, the artist.
But this will give you a gauge of how much, if you can get this many streams, this is what that revenue would equate to.
Exactly. So, the artist net profit is 4,300, and the label only gets 1,000 and something bucks. You know what I'm saying? But you also can do royalty deals. You can do net profit deals. They also have a thing where you can go ahead and do a publishing simulator as well. You know what I mean? So, so
you can put, for example, if I get 60%, the label gets 40%. You can put that all in here, and kind of gauge what my revenue is going to be.
Yeah. So if we just put up 40%, I'll say, let me do it with my pad. Okay, 40%. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it does. It automatically generates once you slide it to the number that you want to slide it to. You know what I mean? And and this is what it is. You know,
and where is that in the section of the CRM or CMS?
Yeah, this is in the we put this in the resources section under I believe artist. Let me see. I gotta go back. Let's see. We put this in the artists, different types of artists. And, we got our certain type of level 1 artists and level 2 artists, things of that nature and everything. So what we did was we put everything in here as far as for our team to use, as far as for our artists to do what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? If we are dealing with if we are managing their social media and everything like that, That's on the outside of the CRM. Oh, another thing is that you can also have a day version and a night version of the CRMS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, I always like the day version. I don't know
yeah,
why I don't like that dark look, but sometimes that dark look is better on certain
it's
people's
on the
eyes.
eyes.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But on the outside of it, we have down at the bottom of it where you can, if we are managing your social media, you know what I mean? We have a social media link form that you can fill out and it'll come straight to us where we have all your passwords and your links or your emails for all of your Instagram accounts or your Facebooks and everything. So we wouldn't have to keep running you down, or keep trying to email you to get these get this information. You know what I mean? Because running down artists or trying to get information from them sometimes. So what we did was we just created a contact form. I ain't gonna say a contact form, but an information form where you can give all of that to us. And once we have it, we'll have it within the CMS where we can go and do what we need to do. So, and it's really pretty convenient. You know what I'm saying, for us to do what needs to be done. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So it's all about streamlining and help you build your fan base, help you build everything that you need to do as far as for you to get notarized and get your your content out to your fan base. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So just to rehash in some of our previous shows, because this is kind of like a pickup on some of our previous shows that I promised I was going to get to, because me and Opio be coming with so much information. Sometimes it's hard to get to our topic. Okay.
I know, right?
Right, but but it's good information, and we need to just kind of break things out into different kind of shorter videos, but we'll get to that just to put on our channel. So because some people just don't like watching things that's over 15-16 minutes sometimes, but we have so much information and knowledge that we just try to bring forth every week. So, and even in our previous shows, like we talked about, this was in the episode triggering the Spotify algorithm. Okay. And we talked about DSPs and the payout. And then we talked about a tool called Playlist Hunter. So you guys could look that up on YouTube or just Google that. But Playlist Hunter tool, it scans Spotify in real time to find playlists specific to your music. Okay. And your keyword search helps you target curators, finding their details, their playlists, and being able to slide up in their DMs. Okay. Because it also gives you their name, email, and IG handle or URL. And this is how you pitch your music to playlists, because this was one of the tips on growing your fan base, because playlists and radio and things of this nature, and these all help you get that visibility. Okay. So then we talked about transitioning, and I didn't get to go into that, where music success hacks and tips and how and where is the money at. Where's the money at in the music business if it's not really in streams? There is money to make in streams. However, we talked about where is the money at outside of that. Okay. And so we went into that a little bit. We went into touring, getting gigs, doing small shows locally, whatever you got to do, ways to make money, and how, and getting booked. I think that's like a show for another day. And I'll go into that more. We talked a little bit about merch, other ways that you can make money, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to, we'll touch back on that topic, because we really didn't get in depth in that. And I chose to talk about growing your fan base on this one instead of where the money is. So we're going to talk about that on another show, y'all, and get more depth. Because that is the music sync licensing. There's other ways out there to make money. But so in this particular episode, I've been following a guy named Adam Ivy. And he's a marketing expert like myself, and he has a strategy, a magnetic music marketing strategy, and how to build a sustainable music career. All right. He talked about visibility, connect, and offers, VCO. visibility, connect, and offers. Okay. So this is how you build your fan base. Now, visibility, think about that as like social media, YouTube, reaching those music bloggers, those podcasts, getting on those podcasts, as a guest, getting your music on different podcasts, getting your music on different playlists, and the radio, et cetera, et cetera. So, gotta think about visibility when trying to reach fans. Connect, okay? How people find you, okay? Connecting with people. That's engaging, that's relationships, that's followers. And followers aren't necessarily fans. So this is about building your fan base, okay? But that connection allows you to then kind of come up with a let me put my topic back on here. Let me show my topic, our topic for today. The building your fan base strategy tips 2022. So think about that as, the connection part of his marketing strategy. The magnetic marketing strategy is then connecting to fans, and making those followers into converting those followers into fans and building a community. And then offers would be, what are you offering these potential fans? What are you offering your followers? Your music, your single, your EP, your albums, your merch. Maybe if you're on a Patreon channel, some behind the scenes. You're offering them shows, and even like the outliers right now, like NFTs. Excuse me, because my dog be hacking. Bless his heart. Change, going on. And then so anyways, now building that fan base. All right. So pitching. First of all, you need those playlists, and so that's why the Play Hunter tool, Playlist Hunter, comes into play, because it gives you those contacts to the playlist curators. Okay. And remember, when you're pitching your single, if you want to do this yourself, you got to remember that these are not bots. Okay. People are people. And so you want to kind of grasp their attention in a short pitch. So they don't want your life story. They don't want a long pitch. If you in my DM, imagine if I'm in your DM, I can't stand when artists send me like a long book, or anybody for that matter. Even if you're dating and you dating online, don't send me no long book, sir. Let's get straight down to the point here. So create a short pitch. And maybe we can kind of put together some, some example pitches for people, but start off by being creative and telling, what's your story? You know what I'm saying? In a short way. Make your pitch sound interesting, just by getting straight to the point. People like my music because it's this, you know what I'm saying? And this is why, I think I would be a good, my music would fit well on your playlist because my music is this, and my music is liked by these type of people and these, whatever. And here's how you get in touch with us. Okay. Make your pitch short, say a lot, because this will help you get that visibility and reach fans through different playlists, through maybe different DJs. This same type of pitch you could use for DJs. Okay. But maybe switch it up a little bit, because it's not a playlist curator, it's a DJ. So say a lot and give details in a small amount of words. So figure that out. But that's the key. Yeah. And remember, they're only skimming through your pitch, because that's what people do nowadays. We don't really like reading, so we skim. Okay, people skim, especially busy people like me and Opio, curators, DJs, radio personalities, music program directors, music directors, whatever. Bloggers, they skim. We skim for the details of what stands out. How you gonna get my attention in a short amount of time, in a short amount of words, but make it stand out. All right. So then you can craft a press release. Okay. And shout out to Damian Keys. Find him on YouTube. He gives out some great tips. Like the other day, I was listening to his 12 tips for artists. One was don't be a dick. That one stood out. Don't be a dick, okay? But Damian Keys gives some great tips, and this was another tip, like craft a press release. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, then that's why you need to be working with people like me and Opio. Okay, but a press release that is not about just you, but it is about them. Giving value to whoever you're pitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this going to benefit them? You get what I'm saying? It's not just all about you. How is this going to benefit them? I was looking at comments. Yeah, so comment, like, subscribe, share this with somebody, and we appreciate it. Okay, we giving you all free tips. All we ask for is a like in return. And I'm trying to make this quick and go through this fan strategy and how to grow your fan base. Another tip. So we went over, press release, how to pitch, getting that visibility, guys. Okay. Now connection. With fan strategy, you need to learn how to grow and monetize your fan base and gaining true fans. Okay. Now you got followers. How do we make them into fans? You need to get fans, and playlists and your music videos, your TikToks, all of those, all of those ads, or all of that is great because you need to get in front of the people, but the right people. You want to target your target market and your audience. And who's your ideal audience? You get what I'm saying? You guys need to kind of strategize that on paper. Whether it's a Tyler the Creator, your music is more like him, or if your music is more like a Bruno Mars or Anderson .Paak, what are their fans like? Where are their fans hanging out? So go deeper, strategize. Who is your fan and what is your ideal fan base like? Okay, put that on paper, strategize, talk with your team, and put that together. So then you guys have a plan. Who do we need to go after? So build it. That's how you're gonna build your music empire. I remember reading a book, and I think I bring this up a lot. Tech Nine built Strange Music's empire by reaching fans. Literally, he said, growing his fan base one by one in different small towns and markets. Okay, when he went in and when he did shows like he was playing at a big stadium. Okay, this is amazing. Tone D Bass, this is amazing. Thanks for tagging me, and we love you,
man. Yeah, we need to get on a team, man, or something.
And we need to make Ann a senior label manager. But Tone D Bass or Tone D Boss, what's up, man? And I'm glad you're enjoying this so far. We're gonna keep it. Maybe you just missed it. And
another thing, a lot of people don't know that when you come aboard with 50/50, we also give you the tools to do exactly the stuff that you need to do as far as whatever title that you carry out. So, just if you love music and you love the whole inside of it, as far as how the music is, contact us. We're always looking for people to come aboard, on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we give you a template. We give you a step-by-step booklet on to do everything that you need to do. You know what I mean? So we don't just leave you out there hanging. You know what I mean? And just be doing whatever. You know what I mean? We do have, monthly and monthly meetings and weekly meetings, you know what I'm saying? As far as to see what's going on, updates and things of that nature, as far as with the team, as far as what you're working on. And that's why one of the things in the CMS where you have your list, where you have your to-do list, and you also have your timeline where you want to work out everything that you want to work out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you can also, you know what I mean? So you don't have to necessarily just be going off the top of the head as far as what you need to do and all that. You can
be on track.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You can keep a list and like, check off what I need to do this week. I need to pitch it to this playlist. I need to have my team work on a different, some type of strategy because I'm 7 months out for releasing this single. So, like I need the graphics. I need I need graphics done. Get to the marketing person. I'm gonna need to, get some merch done. So there's a way that you can kind of itemize your various different to-do lists and be able to check those things off. So that's all great. I definitely am excited to know what this is going to do for our artists and our labels going forward. That not only come on board, but then get this type of license this software to really help them take their business to the next level. So Tone D. Boss, he said, I would love to be a part of the team. I'm an artist and run a management company in Iowa. Yeah, because Ann big in the Midwest. And be doing it. Tone. Yeah, I put it in our description box. You guys can reach us at podcast at 5050 music group. I'm sorry, podcast at 5050mg.com. That's how you can reach me or Opio. And let's go, let's do it. Hit me up because I know you're connected and know a lot of artists, and we would love to talk to you. And then Tone D. Boss, you're an artist, plus you work with other artists. You have an artist management company. You need to definitely talk to Opio for sure. Yeah. All right. So podcast at 5050mg.com. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead and try to kind of wrap up the show and continue with some of these fan strategy tips. You know what I'm saying? And we do this show, tap in every Sunday. We try to come on at 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes your girl be working on my hair and makeup, so I might be a little bit late, driving Opio crazy. But anyways, tap in every Sunday at 9 o'clock. I'm here on the West Coast, AM Pacific Standard Time. Opio is in the Baltimore, DC, Baltimore area, DC area, and he's 12 p.m. Eastern Time, so 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for all my Midwest folks and everybody in Texas. You hear me? So anyways, we talked about, I was talking about, what's the artist? Tech Nine. Tech Nine in a book. I remember him telling you how he really, you got to perform. If you're at a stadium, if you just at a little show, you got to perform that bad boy like you in a stadium. Because that if it's only 20 people in that place, you got to understand I'm leaving with all 20 of them as a fan. Because a follower and a fan are two different things. So how am I going to convert followers into fans? And indoctrinate them into my brand and my business. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you might want, how do I get people to buy if I'm Pepsi over Coca-Cola? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Emmy, who that? No, but I can let me put the camera on, just Opio. Yeah, let me put the. No, I just got it on Opio right now. So we're talking about building that fan base one by one, and Tech Nine I think has done a tremendous job at that by building Strange Music Empire. And he tapped into a little bit of radio, but he's never been like sort of your mainstream artist. You get what I'm saying? But he built a fan base. Like what do you call it? Like I was looking for the word, that fan base, just that
kind of like an underground,
cult fan base. Yeah, that's what you want, and he explained that he did that going city by city, doing show by show. Now with these COVID days, things really that really kind of mess things up as far as doing shows and stuff like that. But they are certain areas, especially in Texas. I'm not sure how it is in Iowa. It's not as stringent as it here is on the West Coast and like the California area, especially LA straight tripping right now. Mm-hmm. But there is a small market outside of that where I went to. Faith Evans was at a show, or she was at a little nightclub. She did a nightclub appearance, rocked out a couple songs, had one time for all the birthday bitches, and people had a great time. You get what I'm saying? So, and then they having Tank next week. So artists are still making their rounds trying to get in front of people. Okay, so you still gotta have to do your legwork and get out in front of people. Okay, but there's all kind of virtual concerts. There's live. There's TikTok. There's different ways right now to kind of continue to work your audience and build your fan base. So, kind of figure out your target market. Strategize who that audience, that ideal market is. Try to go deeper and build your ideal fan base. Okay. And making people aware of your work, that visibility that we were talking about, guys. they need to know that your music exists, and make sure that your marketing strategy aligns with your vision. And that's why you kind of have to have that vision board. You kind of have to put together that marketing plan, that business plan, and make sure that your message and your marketing campaigns resonate with you, you know. So organic posting consists of the content. So, you know, it consists of organic content where your fans support, you know, because when I'm a fan, like, for example, I'm a fan of Dwelle. I'm a fan of Dwelle. Man, Dwelle can drop anything and I'm going to support it, period. I'm going to support everything that he do, because once people are indoctrinated into a fan, they will support everything you do. Okay. He cannot come to California, or at the time when I lived in Dallas, Texas, he cannot come, or, you know, without me showing up to a show. Okay. And for a perfect example, Frankie Beverly and Maze. These brothers, I think they put out a second album way 20 years, 30 years later, but don't nobody care about that second album. They were touring. They still tour
off that first one
to this day, off that one album, y'all. One album that was so good that they have a cult fan base. And I have one of my clients is a major concert promoter in Texas, and he books a Frankie Beverly and Maze, or Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Let me say it right. He books them every year, and the show gonna sell out every year. Same thing as Charlie Wilson. He gonna book Charlie Wilson, and Charlie Wilson gonna sell out. Show sold out last night. Okay, every year. So you have to figure out, make music. That's the bottom line. You got to make good music. Okay, that works. But that's only maybe, I say, 60% of all of this. Okay, the good music and having talent.
Oh, the music part is really, you know, once. That's like having a cherry on top of you make good music. Now the thing is, you can build a fan base if you have okay music, but then your look is nice, and your visuals is nice, and your whole presentation is nice. But if you have good music and you have a good voice, that will sell you straight over the wall anytime. You know what I mean?
Right. So, and you got a good way of connecting with that audience. And right now there's so much technology. Look at what Opio was rolling out, because that's going to be one of the things that I'm getting ready to go into as I'm trying to get through this and not take up too much more of your time.
No. You go ahead.
Hopefully you guys are getting something from this. Like and share, subscribe to our 50/50 music group, 50/50 music podcast on YouTube. Okay. And that will always give you the notifications. We are using StreamYard with this. So StreamYard allows us to go live on all of those platforms: Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, Twitter, and everything all at one time. Okay. So we recommend StreamYard as well. I love it. So back to our topic, growing your fan base and fan base strategy tips. So we're talking about your vision. We're talking about aligning with your your marketing strategy and getting in front of people, that visibility, connecting with people, connecting with your followers, making them and converting them into fans. And how do we do this organically? Now, do question and answer type of social media posts that reciprocate engagement. So you want to engage. Engagement is key. Labels right now are looking for people who have numbers. Okay, how much engagement you're getting, how many radio spins you're getting, how many likes you have, how many followers, how many spins, how many downloads. Numbers are important in this music business. You want to label, like even with us, you come on board, 50/50 Music Group, UMG, you have numbers, then we can help you manage. We can help you match and give you money to help with the marketing. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta have something. You bringing something to the table, and so that means you have to have, in order for labels to want to invest in you, what's going to be the return on our investment? Well, if you're already making at least over 30 grand in music streams, then we know, okay, this is a solid investment for us. Okay, so that's like the criteria. Okay, but you can do it, y'all. You can do it. There's billions of people in the world. And this is this 50/50 UMG allows you to sit, to be global with this here. Okay. And music sync licensing, video distribution, et cetera, et cetera. Now, going back to getting that fan base, you want fans to stick around. You want to turn them into diehard fans. So that means you might send them voice notes on Instagram DM. Hey, thank you for that comment. That's how you're gonna make somebody lifelong comment. You might want to say, hey, this is this is, well, let me kind of think of Ricochet, PJ Rico, or IREJLC. Man, I thank you for your comment. I appreciate you. I'm gonna follow you, or whatever you need to do to try to turn people into diehard fans, because they're gonna help promote you. They're gonna, word of mouth is everything. You've told that, now you have either engaged with that person that left you a comment, you replying back to comments, you engaging them, maybe leaving them a voice note on DM on Instagram. That turns people into diehard indoctrinated fans, because they're like, man, this person's a real person. They're cool. Like Faith, I'm gonna support Faith no matter what, because Faith was so cool. She came down from the DJ booth, and the security started, like, she was like, I'm good, y'all. I'm good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Faith said that. She was like, she was like, if it's your birthday, I want y'all the girls' birthday. She come up here, and she's singing with them. That's how you know what I'm saying? She got off the stage, or she got out from the DJ booth, and she came and engaged. And now those people, like, I talked to my friend, she was like, girl, she made my little old birthday. She will love Faith forever. Okay. Because of that. So let's remember that people are humans. And how do I stick out? How do I indoctrinate? Like one time it was at a Dwelle concert. We threw panties on the stage. Now, come on now, I'm old school. So we love him that much. So I'm gonna tell you, when I say the panties was about, they was bigger than the screen that I'm in. I'm talking the panties was about, they was large. Okay, they had to be for a woman size 30. But when I was picking out panties that we was gonna throw on the stage, I was like, I got to pick out the ones that's going to stand out. So we got some bloomers. You hear me? They were some bloomers. Boy, when I tell you that when we threw them panties on the stage, he stopped the whole show. We made it kind of a fun thing. And he used that. He had it as a cape around his white suit. He was wiping himself off. You feel me? He had it on the bell of his trumpet. He put the panties, they hanging down from the bell of his trumpet. I mean, it was amazing. So those are the type of memories. You make memories with your fans. You feel me? Yeah. So those are the type of things that we trying to tell you guys. This is how you build a genuine connection with your fans. Okay. Yeah. Now, okay, I don't really have fans yet. How do I get people to be my fans? Ask them to subscribe. That'll help you get traction just by maybe DMing them. Now, one artist right now is getting on my last damn nerve because his strategy is just off, and he keeps DMing me, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. And it's just that he's so off that I can go into that later, but God bless him. But it just doesn't capture my attention, and it becomes annoying because I don't even know.
I mean, is he willing to change, or is he willing to do some type of change?
I think one song I listened to, I liked, and I gave him some feedback on it. And then it's just like, now it's just becoming just almost stalkerish. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because it's just off. There's no strategy. Then he put me on some group. Like, you're now grouping. And then one morning I started getting inundated with people leaving the group, commenting, and him, pissed off because people weren't happy about getting all these DMs. Y'all, don't do that to people. Don't do that to people. Ask. Like, don't do that. Like, I could just tell you, like, I deal with some stalkers. I deal with some crazy crap. But it comes with the territory.
I tell people, man, don't put me in a group. I'll be in a group and say, man, don't put me in this group no more. I'm leaving. Now, I'm deleting out of. You have to build a community, but you want people to opt into your community. You don't want to just put somebody in a situation and turn them off. So there's a way that you can turn people off, and not, that's just not how you do it. Ask people, hey, I got a community. I got my little Facebook group here. I got I would like to put you on my DM. Ask people first. Just don't do stuff like that. Don't blow up my phone.
You feel me? My Lord. Yeah. So those are things how you can really turn people off. So DM, having conversation about music and culture, getting people to interact. Think about how you like people to build a relationship with you. Okay. And realize that you have to build conversations and build relationships and start conversations with people. So ask them where they're from. Simple tip. Ask them where they're from, until, and then, ask them, just until your comments they turn off, into the followers, like maybe just engage, treat people like humans, not bots, and not people that you just want to promote and advertise to. So look after that one person or subscriber, start a conversation, dialogue, engage, conversate, build a relationship. Okay. That's how you indoctrinate them to building your that's the key to fan base building. Okay. Is treating people like they're humans and engaging and conversating, leaving comments, appreciation goes a long ways. That's how you build organic connection with people. And then you can do this, then slowly you want those people to become a part of a community. So Facebook groups are a good thing.
Okay?
You need use Facebook. Use that Facebook group. Now,
we got two we have two Facebook groups that we build fan base off. We have 50/50 A&R group, and then we have another one called 50, I think it's just regular 50/50 music group, which that's basically for all of the locals here. We get a whole, and go-go is like kind of like popular here. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people go to post their upcoming events, you know what I mean, and everything like that. Only one rule, that it has to be music related. You know what I mean? We have people that try to put in there music related stuff, man, and we delete it straight on out. You know what I'm saying? We have to approve everything that goes through, you know what I mean, on both groups. I think we got about 11,000 people on one of the groups, and then a couple of thousand on the other, as far as the A&R. Now, the A&R group is nothing but artists that has original material. You know what I'm saying? Where they can post their original material, and we also go through and look at it as well to see if anybody has anything that we're interested in or whatever like that. So that's two type of groups that we have and build. That also helps you build your fan base. You know what I'm saying? As far as for your label or any other artist that you have. You know what I'm saying? And we do comment and everything like that through it, and the whole 9 yards. So Facebook, Facebook group is a real good tool to build your fan base.
That's a part of the connection. That's a part of the community. Okay. And I looked ahead. I do have so much more, and we've been on it way too long now. So I think I'm gonna have to break this up and maybe
we can go another 15 minutes. Go another 15 minutes. Make it a solid 15. 2. Yeah, make it a solid 2.
Okay. So another so we talked about the goal here. The goal is connection building and turning strangers into fans. And that you might have to go a little bit above and beyond. Reply to comments, okay? DM, leave the voice notes. Think about that, building that relationship with that one person. Remember, I told you about Tech 9. He treated every show that he did in every small town across the world. He went into there in mind that I'm going to make all of these people a fan before I leave this show, before I leave this town. And he did that in town by town, show by show, and it led to him having a music empire. Strange Music is an empire now. In St. Louis or wherever I think he's from. So we talked about, now let's go into capturing emails, okay? Because Opio, he told you about our new CRM system, our customer platform, what would you call a system tool? We have a tool.
Just call them a CMS. It's a CMS, customer management. You know what I mean?
System.
Yeah, customer management system.
Or it's also called customer retention management.
CRM.
It's how you retain your fans. How do I retain this customer? How do I reach this customer? How do I build and connect with this customer? So you've got to have an email capture on your website. Now, if you partner with us, you get a license with Opio. He sets he sets you up on the CMS tool. It'll provide you with a link that people can actually capture and become a part of your fan base, and then you can create different type of campaigns to target each one of those fans, maybe weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, etc.
Mm-hmm. And let me, I don't know if what I mean by license, meaning that you will not be set up through 50/50, but we will create your own CMS far as for your own label. So it will be a whole separate, it'll be a whole separate.
But it integrates with our system.
Yes.
It integrates with UMG.
Exactly.
The back end.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what is the official name for the back end right there?
Far as you talking about,
when you log in.
Far as for Central.
Central. Yes. That's what I'm. That's
it
integrates with Central. So we now imagine you having your whole business set up under Central. So Central has, the marketing campaigns. What's the marketing strategy called again? Sometimes when I'm like this, I just can't think on my
we just call it 50/50 e-marketing. Yeah, we just e-marketing.
And the e-marketing, the dispatch, the step-by-step, you can now do all of this in one central location. So when you log into the CMS, now that's logging you into everything. So now as far as your campaigns, it's saying, okay, send out a campaign. Hey, we're getting ready to release a new single. All right. So you say, for instance, you want to capture these emails because every time you release new music or a new video or have merch or whatever you're trying to sell or connect and tell your fans, you want to be able to have those emails. So by having a system, like whether you're using MailChimp, Constant Contact, My Newsletter Builder, whatever you're using, okay, Mad Mimi, whatever you're using, you want to capture emails. So your website, if you don't have a website, you better hit us up. Opio or myself.
Because the thing is, in 2022, we're not dealing with we really ain't dealing with no artists that don't have
you hate it. He really don't. Some people like they have an EPK.
He
might let you get in with a press kit, but Opio ain't dealing with you with your tail like that.
Come on, man.
You don't have no website.
But the thing is, it's entertainment. Everything is visual now. It's entertainment.
Right.
You got to at least have.
Have a link with a link tree or an artist link like we have for our label. We have an artist link.
Basic, man.
But see, artist link,
$19.99, man. Come on.
Right. Well, website, get you a website because that's where you can capture your fans' emails, and then you can ask them to ask. Don't be afraid to ask people. I put out a campaign and be like, "Hey, join my email list to stay connected, stay in touch." Get with my client that's a concert promoter, that's key. That's at the top of his website because when he has new shows that go on sale, he starts promoting his shows. I may get some stuff now. Some of his shows that he's doing now, like this MLK weekend, he had Deion Cole on Friday. He had Joe, Charlie Wilson, and Raheem Devon last night. And then he has the 90s Kickback with Belle Biv DeVoe, 112, Jagged Edge. He starts promoting this stuff 6 months in advance. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have to start 6 months out when it comes to booking these type of shows, y'all. Yeah. So imagine your music career being like this. You about to plan. We want you to plan this 90 days in advance at least.
Yes.
What's your strategy? Yeah. Okay. So you want to have an email capture feature on your website that allows people to join. So now you can communicate with them. Hey, I got a show in this city. I got a show here. I got merch for sale. We're launching a new single, about to drop an EP. Those are ways that you build that fan base and stay connected. Okay. That's key. This is how you turn fans, being able to monetize from your fan base. Okay.
Yeah.
So set up a mailing list. There's companies out there, like even MailChimp.com. They'll give you a free account. Okay, that gives you up to 500 emails. Now, if you don't want to go, where we have a whole system set up for your tail, customer retention management CMS system. But that you can start with MailChimp. $500, 500 emails is a free account. But once you get over that, you're gonna have to pay. But anyways, so that's how you can, you ask them, just tell them you know, that will help with your algorithm too. It says fans are rarely even going to see your post, but they are way more likely to see your email. So that's saying, you know, just don't rely strictly on social media.
Yeah.
That people seeing something. Okay. And if it hit them on social media and an email, great. They saw it twice. It ain't gonna hurt. Okay. So don't rely just on strictly on social media. You definitely set up and build your mailing list. Offer a free song. How do you build your mailing list? Hey, I'm going to send you my song for free if you join, you know, my email list. You want a free song? I'll DM you. If you basically join my email list. Voila, you have a new subscriber. So and then are we, well, let me see, 15 minutes you said. Okay, said 20 minutes. How much more time should I go? Because I still have more stuff, and I might be able to break it into another the merchandise bundle. I could talk about that when I talk about getting booked for shows and stuff like that. Create at least 2 ways fans can contribute. Okay, so you need an offer. Remember, I was telling you visibility, connection, and offer. VCO, that guy's strategy. We had already kind of had this show planned before I even kind of went into his strategy, but I agree with that strategy. You know, I give people their credit. I don't be just sitting up here. That was Adam, what was his name? Adam, whatever. If you rewind the show back, I gave him props, but he talked about offers too. You need an offer. So like I said, building your list. Hey, you want a free song? I'll give you my song if you join my mail list. Okay. Create at least 2 ways fans can contribute. So you need an offer. If you have nothing else to sell or no other means for them to give you money except for streaming your music, you already setting yourself up for failure. Live streaming is an excellent way to start making money, even if you have nothing to sell. You can go live, sing songs, take requests, chat with people, and take tips. You know, you can set up your PayPal me. I have a PayPal me. My clients can pay me directly. You can have a PayPal me link, put that in your link, your artist link, your link in bio, whatever, where people can contribute. You never know if artists just want to support you. Patreon, PayPal link, people want to, donate. I see people go live all the time. Hassan Campbell, all different type of YouTubers. People just send them money just because they like their content. Okay, so if you just go live and sing songs, take requests, whatever, set up something where people can send you tips and donate.
Yeah, and the thing to me, and for me, I'm thinking about, I'm gonna go ahead and probably build my fan base in 2022. You know me, I'm just a little private type person, but it look like I need
beta mail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not beta male, Sigma.
Oh no, I'm not beta male, Sigma. I'm sorry, I done disrespected you. Not a beta male. Beta male is the wimp. I'm sorry, you have to stop that Sigma.
Yeah.
Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. My brother is a Sigma male, not a beta male. We don't do beta. We do alpha males and beta males, and alpha males and Sigma males. Not no beta.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but the thing is, I need to go ahead and build my fan base. You know what I mean? As far as on the production end of it, you know what I mean? I have a lot of tips and things that I want to give people and let them see exactly how I work and how I do my, mix downs of what plugins I use.
I really think we should go live and connect with people on this platform, whether it's not just Sunday with each other, because we got to up our engagement. We got to up our stuff, and maybe just 15 minutes. You're giving people 15 minutes, but I literally know people that have gone on live stream and made, $500, $800, $1,000 because they took requests and they're just giving their time.
Yeah.
And people just like the content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they realize that it ain't nothing like free. And if you want me to continue to do this, support. I actually I'm a fan of prayer. So I got a person that I rock out with prayer in the morning when he come on prayer, and he be like, if y'all want to donate or whatever, I send them the Cash App them, because it's blessing me to wake up with prayer and stuff like that every morning. So people just want to support you sometimes because they just admire and love what you do. And you might be blessing them and giving them entertainment or whatever. So Y'all, that's pretty much. I have more, but I'm gonna find a way to kind of bring them into other shows or whatnot. Hopefully, y'all got something from this to help you build your fan base going forward. Like and share. We appreciate y'all so much for joining us today on this episode. We're just going to be bringing different content, different topics for 2022. So if you guys have a topic too, don't hesitate to, this topic was growing your music fan base strategy tips. If you guys have a topic or whatever that you want us, thank you, Ann. She said she learned a lot. If you guys have, some type of question, or you have a topic you want us to talk about, you have some questions, you can definitely hit us up at podcast. Where's our email? Where's that banner? We hit us up at, they can go to 5050musicgroup.com too. But I thought I had our email on here. But podcast, let me create our email real quick. Opio, podcast at 5050mg.com, and we'll be great to, we'll be happy to connect with you. Okay.
One more thing I wanted to share was that we also have a flip book where you can see everything that we provide far as through our CMS and everything that we can also give you. You know what I mean?
Did you put that on the website?
No, it's not on the website.
Oh, they got to reach out to us directly for that. We just don't put that out in public. Okay, I got it. And I created a little deck too that I send potential clients and stuff. And so, reach out to us, that podcast at 5050mg.com. I've got the flip book link I can send you and a deck. Opio, where you can go and say, hey, I was, came across your video. I saw you guys live and just want some more information before we can set up a Zoom call or something like that. But Opio, we're almost 30 seconds away. You got something for the people before we leave?
And all I say, man, is protect yourself with this COVID, man. This thing, man. Oh, and Angel had COVID as well. I called to check on her after, and she has COVID down in Atlanta too. So I'm going to call her right after to check on her to see if she's okay and if I need to send her anything far as, to get well or whatever. So I gave her certain strategies or whatever to try to help to get over it. You know what I mean? And you might want to, send her a hit through our Telegram and give her all the
give her well wishes.
Give her the links and everything to get whatever she need to get on.
I'm gonna make sure I send it to our team, and I got to get back to Hurricane Dave too. So Ann, Hurricane Dave,
we'll be talking to Ann in a minute. Tell her we be talking to Ann. She really in there. She seemed like
she rocking with us. So you gotta love Ann for that. And and then who else? I wanted to shout out the other young fella, Tone D Boss. Tone D Boss came in. Everybody that support us today, we appreciate you guys. And we'll catch you next Sunday. We look forward to hearing from you. Podcast at 5050mg.com. We definitely have that Amazon link too, some tips to keep you out the hospital from the cocoa. And we want everybody to be healthy and well. And remember, the bottom line is work on your craft and make good music. And we here for you at 5050 Music Group. We appreciate you listening to the podcast.
Thank you. See y'all later.
Y'all.